Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening if you're watching from Europe. Oh wait, hold on, mic's not live yet. Garrett, can you fix that?
Going with is this there? That one works, and then
That's not audio.
that works
Good
too.
morning, good afternoon, and good eve. Well,
Is that or
hold on, I got it.
okay? You're talking.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2025 Star Wars CCG's World Championships. As always, I am Dancer Tag Leon, also known as DTR Tag One. Joining me today is my good buddy and fellow commentator, Mr. Garrett Larson. How you doing today, Garrett?
Not bad. How you doing, bro?
I cannot complain. So we're already on game one. We have on dark side Mr. Mike Kessling, and on light side his European buddy Mr. Zemo Skwara. How
Jemet.
is everybody? Jemet, I am sorry about that.
I had to double check with him
Jemet,
too, because I'm trying not to screw it up.
yeah, I
So,
know. That's my job. So we have Shadow Collecting versus looks like Watch Your Step. So give me a rundown, Garrett.
um, this will be interesting. It doesn't look like Mike's running the Gaul version, so I expect his space is going to be. He's not going to be trying to hold a system, which can struggle against Watch Your Step. Like they can definitely burn through guys up in space. Um, I think it'll depend on if Shemet is running Kessel and can threaten that large drain. Otherwise, if he's only running the two systems, this could get interesting because I do think Mike's got the potential to just create a bunch of damage, and that's what Watch Your Step struggles against. Like if you can get far enough ahead of Watch Your Step that they can't do much, it gets can get difficult quick. But looks like Jemet's got a decent start. We see Pulsar Skate with Mirax
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's
coming
like
down.
I think that's your normal turn one play if you're watch your step, and mostly because from what I've learned, you want to get that you get a use pile pool by going to space, and like you said, Jemet has a better space presence, whereas Mike definitely has the better ground presence, I believe.
Yeah, and I think he does. I think it's going to depend a lot on whose things hit the way they need them to. Like I see Jemet has got I did not see Kessel at all in his pull through. And just a quick shout out, I hope everyone's noticing the camera upgrade, everything going on. Like this is so much better just for watching. I'm loving everything we've done with the PC, and this is some of the stuff that doing the donation program, which is live on the website right now, doing little things like supporting the PC via Twitch Prime streams, like all that stuff adds up. This is the kind of thing we try and upgrade. We're still a volunteer committee, but we've got 55 players here today, and it's awesome. And this is where that money goes to support to improve the product for players all around the world. So Mike's, I'm assuming, going to grab a site here, and I think he's just going to try and start getting set up. Like, oh, I thought for a second he missed a site. So I expect we'll see Maul move there and start trying to just ping and start creating damage, and that's where this has to go.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's also going to come down to like if Jemet is playing, like if he's playing Menace Fades, that's going to help him slow down a little bit of the damage. On top of that, like he's got retrieval, and he's got a lot of he's both players actually are going to have a lot of battle tricks, just in general. So
Yep.
I do think that both players are going to be able to see. It's I if we actually have a battle go through, I'll be a little bit surprised.
Yeah, and like So I'm not actually sure I would prioritize Menace Fades if I'm Jamet. I think without Maul's Saber, and he's not running the Maul effect. It started, looks like Incon, You'll Be Dead, and something special planned for them, which is something that's been some of the new allies folks, the newest Hall of Fame member Brian Fred, and I've been chatting most of the weekend. And like a lot of the Shadow Collectives now are getting away from the Maul effect and getting away from the Saber and just adding the guns. So I don't think Menace Fades is really going to come into play. Like the What Chance would probably actually be a better card,
Mhm.
and I'm not sure Jamet's playing that. Like that, this will be an interesting game. I see a Jedi's Resilience. Is he running something
Oh, we
sort of
saw
like EPP Luke's?
he is. I saw that
Oh,
in
I
there.
love that. That was my favorite way to play Watch Your Step forever. Is just EPP Luke's and all your battle tricks from Lost and just go nuts. So,
Yeah,
all right,
agreed.
I'm all in. I'm completely rooting for Crypto Jamet right now. This
I
is
mean, I was rooting for. Whoa, 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 whoa! How can you go against my guy, Mike Kessling?
I love Kessling, but like, and Mike knows I love him, but
I don't know. You're rooting against him.
that's fine. He's not a teammate, and we're friends, but everybody's friends now. Like I joked about that before, but like we are all friends now. Like there's nothing we're everybody here is a friend.
We are.
So, all right, yeah, I'll let you try and
I'm
figure
working
out
on. Yeah, I'm working on that.
the mic
Uh,
stuff while I keep kind of
yeah,
talking. They're really just looking at stuff. Like this is really kind of a setup turn. It looks like Shemet flashed the Falcon to get in on.
and he missed the pool. That's kind of like important. I think like he's going to want to set up the Kessel Drain because that's like a lot of his damage. On top of that, if he's completing if he's able to complete like multiple Kessel runs, I do think that like he's going to have the retrieval. On top of that, it's going to be interesting to see if he's playing uh, Tatooine Celebration on top of the Kessel Run,
Well,
and
did we see a Kessel yet? Because
I don't
I
know.
haven't seen one. Like I
Okay.
would not be. As I said, there's been a version of Watch Your Step kind of floating around, and I'm hearing people and seeing people with they're just not running Kessel and not running the Kessel run and just focusing on the other things. Like I'm not even sure Celebration. Like between the prevalence of Masterful Move and the prevalence of Blast Points, I'm not sure I'd count on Celebration too much.
Mhm.
But it is an interesting
Oh, I love
thing.
that.
Yep, there's the I'll take the leader for the Docking Bay bonus drains.
So we see, is that okay? His hand isn't the best right now, especially going
He's
to
got a bunch
the
to
ground.
draw. He
Yeah,
can
but like,
grab
yeah.
the old Ben off sand, which is really good.
Yes and no. The problem with that is, uh, he doesn't get that two battle destiny from
Yeah, but he's got it's Val, so he's got a gun there. And
Val's got a gun.
as much as Watch Your Step is built around the two battle destinies, like you do want those two battle destinies. There are certainly times where you're perfectly content with one,
Mhm.
and getting old Ben back and having access to it is not bad at all. Like
Yes,
I'm,
yeah, I will
uh,
150% agree with you there.
Shemet needs to find. He's got a handful of things that are great for Luke, and he doesn't have a Luke yet,
Yeah,
and
is that a,
that's got to be a little frustrating. Like I'm almost surprised he's not Miraxing and doing stuff. I mean, thanks for
and
watching,
I think
Blake
that's where
and
he's at
Eric
right
and
now.
Ed and everybody on here. Like we do this for you guys as well.
We do.
Well, I mean, you do. I do because I like to hear myself talk, and I'm a little bit of a narcissist. So we're all right there. Interesting. He didn't pop battle plan yet, Or did, you know what? I think Mike might have already popped that. Is that his second shield in? I
Um,
lean close to the computer like I'm going to be able to read it
yeah, I don't know.
like that. I'm thinking it might be because he didn't drain at Tatooine. So it wouldn't shock me if Mike pulled that already and just said, I expect I'm always going to be paying. I'm going to make you pay for the first one. So we
Yeah,
see the two pings, which was control tunnel vision, and you do have your moments. Yeah, crypto's all in on this is Euro style watch your step. This lots of battle tricks, lots of interesting things, and this will be a fun match.
I find it funny that you say this is European style where there's like battle tricks.
Well, it's tricks to win battles and tricks to make interesting things happen in battle. That full
Yeah.
art Cad Bane just looks gorgeous. That was Mike today grabbed me as we were getting stuff set up and handed me the rest of my OCS foils and stuff from this season. Graphics
You
team, y'all
keep
are
like digging that little bit of like making me have that FOMO even more.
the graphics team, the stuff these guys are doing is so absolutely gorgeous. Leave chat up so I can see it a little bit. If you can leave that window up, like
I just
the
wanted to make it bigger for you because I know you're old and need to have glasses.
that's why I'm leaning in close to the screen. Like I'm, don't understand how technology works, and thank God Logan's playing and not in stream already teasing me for that.
Somebody besides me, tease Garrett, please.
Mike's three effects were, I think, inconsequential losses, you'll be
Uh-huh.
dead, and something special. So, oh yeah, Blake, you're in even worse shape than us. Although I did, I think it was the last retro event, the finals with Benji playing. I listened to it while I was driving home from something, and that was actually a solid listen. Yeah, so we started into this. We got this rolling. Kind of tech was being a little difficult. So Mike started You'll Be Dead, Incon, and something special planned for them just to give him an extra grabber and to retrieve a ship if he needs it. And Jamet started I Must Be Allowed to Speak combo, Walkling, and squadron assignments. So when we see Shemet pulling the ship with all wings and getting Mike grabbing it on the free grabber right away, and then playing the I never asked for anything twice to put down a character and or did he go get a character? He ended up with EPP Dengar or Dengar with gun,
Yeah,
which is a
which is a
big card. And yep, so his objective flipped because he had Shizor and Maul, two gangsters at controlling two sites, and then when he flipped back to the zero side, he did cause a ping because he's got the three battlegrounds. Yeah, this is a Gaul-less version. As Dan and I were kind of saying, and B. Fred and I talked about it a chunk, Brian, at earlier this week, and yeah, he thinks Shadow Collective and it sounds like New Allies might be on a Gaul-less version. Like Gaul can be a little tough to hold sometimes, and this way you just don't worry about it at all. And we see a gun, a stunning leader, and Danik Jericho go to loss due to Shemet's two drains. And again, the Dakime drain is +1 from I'll take the leader,
hmm
which is really good. And we see another
Yep.
flash for the Falcon. Now he's got,
Yep, there's the Han.
yep, and he has Outrider and Dash in hand.
And
Because
there's
he,
the Menace Fades in his reserve deck.
yeah, but like I said,
But like you said, yeah.
there's no drain bonuses going on. You leave Menace Fades, you leave that right where it is. I think he's figuring out if there's something else he wants to go fetch. I think he might be going a little bit lighter to space. He's got the moving to attack position now in hand, so he can't get blown completely out. And he's got Chewie he can react with, although counting on reacts right now is a little bit tight, as I think every dark side's running at least one combo of Lana, which cancels reacts, along with the Gick combo that cancels reacts. So like I hope Shemet's got more answers than just that, but we'll see. He offers the cut. You'll see that a lot all weekend. Is lots of people cutting or offering cuts, and cuts just not happening because we're all
It's yeah.
we've all been doing this long enough. Like at this point, there's money involved. I mean, first place I believe gets $1,000, but like none of us are willing to
Nobody's going to be cheating
put
anybody at this point.
aside the relationships and the friendships and everything we have just to win one tournament. Like, unfortunately, that's happened in the past, and the folks who were involved in it are no longer around. And I think that's just because they realize that it's just not, you give up a lot when you do that. So we see Lando and Rio Durante to the Cantina. Are we just going to see him attack
I don't hate that.
Cad?
I mean,
Like,
I don't even think it's going to be a battle. Like you've got to think he's well. Okay, he's got a lot of
so
force save.
okay, and there he moves Val in. I was gonna say, like, I don't love leaving just two guys there.
Yeah.
I don't know that Mike has something like a sniper, but even like a wounded warrior, or yeah, wounded warrior could be bad for him. And I'm good with Crypto going in and contesting that though. Like again, now you've got Mike topping out at 4 damage. It's two pings or a
Hmm.
ping of
And
two, and then pay 6 to drain for two. Like
yeah. A
that's a
wise person.
feels bad.
I was going to say a wise person once said that you it feels bad to pay to drain for one, or paying three to drain for one.
You forgot devastatingly handsome, but we'll let that one go. But yeah, it's you're not going to pay to drain for one. And there we
Like
see
who's Devil
found
Sealy?
someone you have to just retrieve the topmost character floss pile. And
Oh,
wow. So I saw that in the cube event yesterday and was like, this is a card? I've never seen that before. That's kind of shifty. I like it. It's just a straight, like, you can get two dudes back with it and watch your step. Like, it's a Destiny 3, so you kind of don't love the Destiny, but the ability to just keep recycling your guys forever feels
well, I mean, but are you recycling your guys forever though? Like
for
you
long
said,
enough. I mean,
yeah.
you can get with that one card, you can get 3 deaths out of a dude. Like that seems really good. And there we see Hondo Onaka, and Mike misses the gun pull. There's one
That's not good.
wounded. That's why does Mike take all the work our graphics design people put into making these beautiful cards like that working much more closely and then print them in white border?
Because Mike is a man of the class.
No, I'm. This is why I'm rooting for Crypto. Crypto understands that Black Border is the limited edition, and that is the way God and Decipher intended this game to be played. So
Wow, that's a statement and a half, sir.
it really is. So
I'm I'm ashamed to call you a friend now.
I get that a lot. All right, so see Mike paying for thing like he paid for Hondo already. I gotta think he's thinking about sending someone else into the cantina.
I would
Like I
like
can't, and I think that's why Jemet moved another guy, moved Val in there, so he's got 3 just in case of the wounded warrior or something like that. And I think his hand is good enough. I don't think he takes a card off sand. Like I think, but he can decide after. Like if he hits someone with Val, then one destiny clears you, and you're totally fine with that. There is a Saj with lightsabers and a tentacle. So Mike just says, "I'm grabbing everything."
yeah, why
Like
not?
I don't hate it.
Like
Like
I like this, especially against like a deck like this. Uh,
there's a lot of light sides right now that are, for a long time, light sides kind of moved away from going a wide spread of interrupts and a lot of one ofs and maybe a couple two ofs. And you're seeing a lot more decks now that are running like between Saga and Senate and things where they're running 4 to 5 copies of a single interrupt. And having
Uh,
multiple grabbers so you can just punish that is great.
Mhm. Yeah, and I you got to think that the other thing is going into this tournament, being that light side has no definitive like best deck, and a lot of people have been playing more uh Watch Your Step on recently. Like you got to think that Watch Your Step is probably going to be played, so the more grabbers. So this is an insanely good call by
But there's
Mike.
the thing is, like I said, there's other decks like the Saga decks. My sister has it. You're going to be grabbing that.
Mhm.
Senate, you're going to be grabbing the WYSs against something like Rescue the Princess, especially in a deck that's going to come contest it. You want to grab Slight Weapons Malfunction. You want to grab your Ascension Guns. Like, there's so much there that you want to grab. And we see Jamet
Yeah.
using Walkling to go grab Unita. And then he's going to take a ping from the objective. So he's not going to be able to Unita back that Found Someone You Have, which I think might have been his,
Yeah.
wouldn't have been a terrible
That's
hope. And there we see him grabbing Point Man. Um, I don't hate that grab. Point Man can be obnoxious, and it gives Mike a lot of card filtering and grabbing the card he wants, and stacks back a 5 and something. Like, it's not a bad grab. I don't know. I'd like it a whole lot better if Shemet had another grabber or two.
yeah, agreed.
Like, I feel like I'd rather grab something like Stunning or Barrier, unless you really think you're just not going to be doing a lot of battling. And there we see Shemet lose the moving to attack position now, which I maybe
I got
he's
no
gonna.
problem.
Yeah, but it's more. You're not getting any value out of Unita then, and maybe he's holding Unita for
Mhm.
later anyways.
Yeah, I think I would.
I was actually thought for a second when he used walking. I'm like, did he go? And that's possible too if he's running keeps. I thought maybe he was using Walkland to go get his disarmed, which would have been an insane play. And instead, we
Oh,
see
agreed.
Mike disarming Val, which is not necessarily ideal, although we did see, again, Shemet got a couple drains of one through, and Mike's starting to get a lot of cards on table. Like, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, and that's the one thing is like Mike might win this, but he's not going to have a lot of cards left in his stack.
No, and I think Jemet realizes that, and it's the goal is get him low. And yeah, Blake, Mike's got a stunning in hand. I think that's to be expected. And there we see Schmet going control tunnel vision and paying for the stack. So Mike still has a grabber open. Mike's still got two
Yeah,
grabbers open, actually. He's got the
yeah.
tentacle and he's got allegations. So,
Like Mike right now is just saying, you want to play an interrupt? Sure, but you know what?
yeah,
It's not going to go into your loss pile.
which I think is great. And Jemet, I'm not sure what he just grabbing. It looked like a dude. He's thinking hard. Because I saw a Luke in his reserve as well. I think that was Mara. So maybe he's planning to says, hey, I'm going to go after you at your Tatooine sites and try and make something happen here. Or is he just going to drop Mara on top of Hondo and all right, there's Melas. Okay, Melas in front of Shizor. I don't. Well, I guess you take the gun off and turn off the ping for a turn. So who's he throwing with? Yeah, it is Mara he's got in hand, and there's. I would be a little leery about going in front of Shizor. Okay, there's Mara going there. So the downside to going in front of Shizor is again, if Mike lets the battle go through because he's got a wounded warrior, if he hits even with two guys there, you wounded warrior to take away their ability to draw, and you go from two battle destinies to none real quick.
Yeah. And I mean,
And
Mike
maybe
right
he's
now is,
sitting on like a dodge and just is planning to.
but again, I'm going to say this from the standpoint of playing it and playing Watch Your Step, where you have dodge. Dodge is not a good defensive or offensive card.
Yeah,
Like I personally have assigned dodge from someone, I forget who, that says dodge is not a good offensive card.
yeah. I mean, you're not, but at the same time, like Jamet is now looking at Mike can max out at 2 damage this turn.
Mhm.
I guess 3 because he'll get the flip and the ping, but like he's gonna get a ping of 1 and he can pay 3 to drain for 1. And so Mike's gotta start looking at battling because just Jamet's outpacing him in damage right now. And I
Yeah.
think Jamet has said, okay, I don't think you're coming to space as he threw away the Outrider to that ping of 1. And we see a count going on here. There's another gun on Hondo to add another, add another ping, which is what Mike's got to do. Like, and Mike left nothing in reserve.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I mean, he just needed to have one in reserve to get the recycle. Like if
Actually, he
he
recycles
hits,
anyways because he controls with 2.
oh,
Hondo and Maul are both gangsters, so he'll get
okay.
the flip anyways, so it doesn't matter. Look at me catching that before somebody in chat pointed out that I'm an idiot. All right, it's been a good day. We're in Seattle. The hotel has never-ending coffee, and I'm going to take advantage of that.
I mean, the fact that the hotel has never ending coffee again is just makes me have some much more uh fear of like
A little
the
bit more
missing out is
FOMO.
just rare. Oh, 100%.
I mean, at the reality is, thanks, Blake, and yeah, go to hell. I hate you all. um, no, like the coffee. I mean, it's a Hampton Inn. The coffee is. This isn't Seattle's best coffee, but it is.
But it's free.
It's free. It keeps things moving. And Mike says, "Hey, I'm gonna contest up in space because between Proxima and Dengar, he just one more alien and he's drawing 3
Yeah,
battle
yeah, I
destinies.
love this. I
Like,
love this.
but at the same
Like,
time, the
go Mike
way I'm
Kessling.
seeing this, okay, so he doesn't even, he doesn't deploy anyone else. He goes for the flip. I mean, he's still now, he doesn't even have a destiny of power, does he? Because you have to have a gun there, don't you? A leader and a gun.
I believe so.
All right, so we see the battle against Melas and Jedi Mind Trick to force
Make him
Mike
pay.
to pay. And Mike's like, looking at his hand and deciding, oh, so he grabs it because,
Why
yep, that's
not?
what we're doing.
This is Star Wars CCG. I'm just going to grab what I want to grab, and you're going to suffer.
Yep, this is Star Wars CCG at Night Grabbers Edition. So,
Look at you with
and
the jokes.
all right, so he does pay 2 to keep the battle going in at the there, and there's a shot. So interesting, Jamet did not. It's a trap. The battle. I'm. I don't love. You had the it's a trap. Honestly, he had the Antilles maneuver he could have played earlier as well when he saw that Mike was down to only a couple cards. Like, I
Yeah.
don't love how any of that got played.
For
So there's a
Gemet,
Destiny, yeah, there's Destiny to power of 2 and the Battle Destiny of 4, so he's at like 11 power, I think. And Jamet's at 2, and Melos forfeits
yeah.
for 6. So I'm assuming we'll see
Last
the
time I did,
Hujix in hand.
I was gonna say, last time I did math, that
Yeah.
means the Hujix is getting played.
Like, I don't understand not using the It's a Trap there.
I agree.
Like, you had the force for it. once he paid for the Jedi mind trick, he's not battling anywhere else. So you use the It's a Trap, you block the drain, and then you move in and just fine. I'll go to the non-battleground and drain you for one. Like you're not paying for the drains. I don't understand that thought process of how that turn went. So
Maybe Jemis has a little bit of jet lag,
I mean he was here yesterday, so we
multiple
he
days of jet
came and
lag.
introduced. I mean he did come from Europe, so I'm assuming there's a bunch. He came and introduced himself to everybody, and honestly, it was kind of funny as he's walking around telling everybody he was crypto, and a couple of people are like, hey, it's like, you guys need to tell me your name too, though, so I know who you are.
Is
Uh,
that why we have some
we've got
stickers on people?
we got name tags here. I think that was Randy's idea. And one of the things with if you've done anything with the PC, you've done anything with a group like this, you don't win when you come up with a suggestion. We're going to say that's a great idea. Go ahead and do it because we don't know what your thought process is sometimes. And so Randy suggested name tags because there are some people here who, we don't all know each other. We know a lot of the people, but there's definitely folks I've not met or haven't met often. And having the name tags, you can just walk up and be like, oh, that's who you are, is kind of
Yeah.
fun. It's nice,
Yes.
and that
Like, who are
doesn't hurt.
you?
Yeah, no, that's definitely had a few of those sometimes, and folks have done that. It's gone both ways. Now, interesting, and you probably remember this off the top of your head, or Greg, or Keith, or someone will jump in chat and tell me how dumb I am. So, all wings is stacked on something special planned for them. If Jamet wants to play it from Lost Pile, does it first stack on something special, or does he first stack it on pay two and stack it on the anti watch your step shield?
That's a rules question, and I'm not a rules expert.
All right, that's what Chad is jumping in for. I'm
Where's Greg? Like, that's why we
so
pay
looks
Greg's in
like,
all the money.
and it looks like Jamet's thinking of Miraxing. Like I'm so all wings is stacked on something special planned for them. If Jamet wants to play an all wings from Lost pile, does it stack on something special first, or does he stack? I think he stacks it on the Watch Your Step shield because I think the cost to play it is to put it on the Watch Your Step shield, and then it's already stacked, so it can't stack somewhere else.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm not
want
a
to say
hundred
you're
percent
correct.
sure. That that sounds really right, and it makes me feel a little smart. So we're gonna go with it, unless Eric tells me I'm wrong.
Oh, please tell me you're wrong. I
You're
love
not
it
Eric,
when
Blake.
people
I'm
tell
not
me.
even listening to you.
Wow.
But I'm pretty sure Blake's right. I think that is the ruling because to play it from Lost, according to the Watch Your Step shield, you first have to stack it there and pay. So then it doesn't ever once it gets played, which is when it would stack on something special, it's already stacked. I love you, Blake. You guys know him. The interacting with Chad is one of the most fun parts of this game for me. Is just being able to chat with everyone and go through that. So I'm wondering, is Jamet thinking of throwing Corran Horn in front of?
Why
I'm
not?
assuming it's Corran Horn Jedi, although it looks properly cut out instead of the. Was it Joe Olson who had the one that looked like a gerbil chewed it up? Like he'd never found a pair of scissors, and
I could see, you know what? Of all the people I could see doing that, it would be Joe.
I forget what event it was. It wasn't the last. It wasn't nationals, but I think it might have been the event before, or maybe even two events ago. Like Joe had one, and it just was a like the cutout was a. What the heck did you do?
Joe
So
got hungry.
it did kind of look like he just gnawed it out and said like it was a C
I
slip
mean,
and
Joe is a growing man and he needs all the fiber he can get.
Ed, you're right. There's no question it can only go on one grabber. The question is which grabber does it go on? And I think it's the Watch Your Step shield because the Watch Your Step shield, you have to stack it on there as a cost of playing it. Oh, Eric doesn't remember that, so it might have actually been a good question. All
Wait, you're
right,
telling
guys.
me that Eric Hunter, former world's top 8 player, pretty good player, doesn't have an answer?
I'm gonna, guys, it's early. I'm
Not
gonna
for
take
Eric.
credit for this is a good point. It's afternoon for Eric, but like, pretty good player. It's. I'm gonna take credit that this might be the high point of the day in terms of what you get out of me. Is this first game, and I'm asking good, interesting questions while we're watching two very good players really chess match this, and there's not a lot to kind of talk about what's going on. Like we saw EPP Luke come down in front
So
of
what you're saying
Maul.
is it's all downhill for you from here?
I mean, it's been that way for a long time. Yeah, Ed, there's no question that same name interrupt can't be on two different, or no, the same name interrupt could be on two different grabbers. I think
No, it can't.
it can't.
Cannot.
All right, then we might need Greg to come in. So we see looks like a battle going on up in space. So, so Eric, that's kind of the question. There's not All Wings is not currently on Allegations. It's on something special planned for them. Can you play it on Allegations? If you were to play it from Lost Pile, where does it go if the grabber's already on? If you've already used another grabber. So we see the moving to attack position now from Lost, bumping up the Outrider's power, and then I'm assuming Outrider's going to subtract. Okay, interesting. So it would go to something special, and you don't have to pay the allegations fee for it.
I don't think that's right. Who said it?
Eric,
Eric's wrong.
he's pretty good though. We had this discussion. Uh,
Okay, time out. Eric has made no, Eric's pretty yes, Eric is pretty good. I'm not going to say he isn't. However,
so
Eric's
just
wrong.
to
I have said so.
so we go through what happened there. We saw a all wings combo played on I believe the Falcon because I think it's got higher maneuver,
Yeah.
and then unfortunately a one drawn for Battle Destiny, and we saw then Mike drawing a seven with the white border working much more closely, which we see Crypto lose Han to cover because of the Watch Your Step forfeit boost. Han forfeits for 8. And Mike lost a gun and Proxima. So, okay.
Also, I'm just going to say this, Eric. I'm not saying that you are
Oh,
like
look at
you're
Blake
wrong.
going into reading. If a useless gesture would automatically stack an interrupt and another grabber could optionally stack it, the automatic a useless gesture takes precedence.
Yeah.
Well, but so So that would mean you can't choose to grab something that would get grabbed by allegations, but this isn't a choose to grab situation.
Uh, so okay, the way if I remember correctly, because it was optionally grabbed originally, it cannot be optionally grabbed the second time. It's not an automatic because it was an optional grab before.
I'm not sure. Well, I can't believe Greg isn't on here watching this to tell us how wrong we all are.
I am so upset, right, Greg?
I'm
I
not sure
think
what else is going on. Okay, so we see Crypto's thinking of changing it up and losing Dash. I think he was thinking about moving Pulsar Skate over and then realized he couldn't. So he loses Dash and Choke to cancel all the attrition. against him. So, okay, and now he's. Oh, that's. Yeah, that's right, because the attrition would have been plus 2 or 3 for gangsters on the um, first light, so Han did not cover. I like that chat's. We're learning that we're not just watching this for fun and to make Dan feel bad he couldn't make it to Seattle. We're also learning things. This is educational Twitch for folks who are unaware. I think we should actually add that to one of our tags. It's not just card games, it's not just Star Wars, it's education.
You
All
make me
right,
sad.
the image is really small, but I did see the eye roll there, Dan. I didn't need that to be quite that obvious.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I didn't eye roll at that. I rolled at the fact that you said, "Oh, we're just going to make Dan sad today." Like
So we see the
I didn't know today was officially make Dan sad today on multiple levels.
oh oh there we go. Blake found it. This is if possible. Okay, in this specific context, a useless gesture and another grabber would both automatically grab the same interrupt. The other grabber takes precedence. It is not competing automatic actions. All right, so Greg already answered this for us sometime in the past. He didn't need to be in chat. We have community members for this. We have people for this thing. So, and Mike's running low on dudes. Like I don't know where he doesn't have a lot of cards down.
Um, yeah, I think he's in an interesting spot,
And
and
that
not a
looks
spot that I
like
particularly like.
Dr. E and Ponda up in space, which I actually do like. Just they add 3 power, but much more importantly, they forfeit for 6, and then a gun to stack more. So I gotta expect we'll see a reacting Chewie here, unless Jamet's got some other plan. And there's Aura in front of Mara. Now we know Mike will hit if he battles and gets a shot. That should be his 7. Now the question is he going to get to? I guess if he doesn't get the shot off, he just draws a 7 for Battle Destiny, and he's fine with that. But it would stop him from recycling and being able to start another battle anywhere.
Yeah,
So, and I think that might be what Shemet's kind of thinking about figuring out here is just where are we going with this? Um, One new thing we've got up in the game room, I don't remember it from Nationals, we got a time clock going. So there's a
it
huge.
was there.
It was? Okay. I just didn't
Yeah.
remember seeing it.
Well, you were too busy losing to everybody to notice it.
Excuse you, I went 5 and 3, and 2 of those were to Hayes, which I'm not terribly ashamed of. So I was too busy almost winning.
It's okay. I'm ashamed for you.
Fair enough. All right, so it looks like the hit goes through. Mara does get hit with the 7, and we see the shuffle. And this is just going to end up with Mara and Aura wiping, I think. I don't foresee anything else happening there. But it does stop the drain. I am not, Keith. You beat me very fair and square. So
Oh wait, and you lost the key?
I did lose to Keith with First Order Reigns versus Rescue the Princess, and I did not have an answer for Menace Fades. So,
Good. You know what? Good job, Keith. I'm proud of you.
but then I played Rescue the Princess last night in the team tournament with Batmouse and beat
Doesn't
a
matter.
First Order. So I'm.
Doesn't matter.
You
Does
lost once, you're a
not
loser.
matter.
We're not talking about this anymore. So, all right. So Mike got his hit, recycled his used, so he can draw Battle Destiny. I'm not sure what Jamet's sitting and contemplating here. I mean, I guess his.
contemplating whether or not his decision to be on stream versus Mike Kessling.
Well, I didn't really give him a choice. I just kind of looked at the pairings and went, here's two good players who haven't been on stream before. Let's go. And we see him grab the old Ben off of Sand. So he's going to limit to one Battle Destiny there each, but then he can old Ben Mara back right away. So there's Mara. Mara draws high enough that she doesn't take overflow to Aura. I think he's deciding if he wants to old Ben because it will cost him a force to do it. I mean, I don't know what else he would be thinking of playing. I don't think there's anything else really he can play from Lost. I think it's more a question of if he does that, it would stop him from reacting with the Chewy in hand
Mm-hmm.
if he gets battled in space. And I think you want to react with the Chewy because then you would add a third Battle Destiny up there. Because Han draws, or do you know? Do you still just draw two? Let's check in the
I'm not
Holocron app.
sure.
We're gonna check in the Holocron app real quick here and see what the amount of Holocron I've been using. Uh, okay, draws one if unable to. Otherwise, adds one Battle Destiny with Chewy. So you would be drawing three up there with the Chewy react. So that would be potentially good. Although, like, yeah. And Mike says, nope, I'm not battling. I'll let you do it. Here's my flip back and ping you for one. Because now the inverse of what we were talking about is what's going on here. You know, Jamet was causing some damage, and Mike was kind of limited, and now Mike's satisfying battle order just fine, so he's getting that damage through, and he's not causing any damage by himself. Although I feel like you got to start a battle here at some point. Like I think you try and he only left one in reserve, but I feel like there's some upside to just battling somewhere. And there we see paying full price for Chewie up in space. Jamet stacked Point Man. Nope, it's Point Man. It was a beautiful
Point.
copy of Point
Man.
Man. I don't know if I'd call it stunning, but like it was in very good shape. Like, the jokes are not going to get better, Dan. I'm telling you right now. You got 8 hours of this, you know. And as bad as it is, think about how bad my wife has it, because she gets this all the time. So I think Shemet's still like he's thinking about that Corrin. I feel like dropping Corrin in front of Shizor is not a terrible plan. Like if it's Corrin Jedi,
I don't
where
think it is.
then it changes things. I thought it might be Corrin Jedi. I'm like, you're six
Why
ability,
would
go
it be?
nuts.
Why would it be? He's not a smuggler.
Oh, he's not. I thought he was.
Or no, no, he is smuggler because of the effect.
Yeah,
He's not a spy. Corn Jedi is not a spy. That's what it
yeah,
was.
but you don't need him to be a spy because there's an icon at that Shizor site.
There is.
I can see it.
I can't.
All right. Well, do you need to borrow a pair of glasses? Because I know a guy.
Yeah. What's his name?
It's me. I'm the guy.
Okay. Good times. Good times. It's not going to get better.
I mean, well, if you're not listening to us, I don't know that I can tell you who's winning. It is a very close game right now. So we see Corrin going to Mos Eisley to get the use pile pull. And there's the all wings, which would be all wings number 3, and I'm good with that. It is close right now. I think Mike is nominally ahead. I think I'd rather be
Yeah.
in Mike's position. But if there's any deck that can claw its way back, Watch Your Step's got a decent chance at it. The problem is, again, neither deck's doing a ton of damage. Like, Mike's doing 2 to 3 a turn. And Jemet was doing that for a little while and is still close, and can look at, like I said, up in space. You're drawing three battle destinies, and one of them's going to be spin for like six. So you start looking at just, all right, I'm going to burn you out of resources, and he's got the empty
Mhm.
Outrider, which is really good. So, like Mike, I think is tracking around a seven, so that's a problem. Yeah, I agree, Eric. The problem right now is Watch Your Steps not doing enough damage to counteract, and we see the battle against Asajj with I think it's Lisloli Tacoma and Nien Nub. Outrider's empty though. he had to lose dash and choke. He used dash, lost dash, and then played choke to cancel all of the attrition because otherwise he was losing more than that to the battle. Like he initially thought he could just lose Han, who covered eight, and then it was the total battle destiny was like
A
nine, I
lot.
think. Well,
Yeah.
because it was a seven plus one from Proxima plus one from Hondo plus one from Maul. So yeah, it was 10. So we see. I think Mike was thinking about stunning leadering that Docking Bay battle. Oh yeah, she's or. So he decided not to, and instead just takes a chop, hits Nien Nub. So, oh, Jemet's
I
amazing.
mean,
Like I'm.
yeah. Nobody
Oh,
here
Maul's
is
on
saying
Cloud
that
City.
either.
Yeah, you're right. It's. Ooh, the one for Battle Destiny is a
Not good.
little unfortunate. That actually means Lislolami could live.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Shemet chooses to lose her anyways. I'm
Befuddled.
a little bit because Asajj doesn't make
I
him
mean, that's
forfeit
a
zero,
normal.
I don't think, does it?
No, forfeit minus two or three, one of the
Yeah,
two.
which she would have forfeited for a whole pile. So, well, it's. I mean, you can choose to lose them both. I think that might have been a
Yeah.
minor error on his part, but he ends up with the. Yeah, I knew it reduced somewhat. I didn't think it was zero, and she would have forfeited for like six, so you were probably okay there. And there we see the ping. And actually, yeah, Mike got the ping damage on his turn. And there we see the Bith Shuffle and yet another grabber. So, I think Mike's only got 11 cards down. I think he's got 8 in force, and then 2 in reserve, and 1
Yeah.
in
But like you
used.
said, he's not really doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, Jamet's got, I think, less.
It's going
And
to be it's going to be super close, and it's going to be like a win by
not sure. Oh,
two
that
or
must he
three.
must have searched for something.
Yeah.
So, and we see the search. Now we see the Forlom. I'm not sure what he searched for that he could just reveal like that and not.
Done.
There, one of them was a gun though. I thought.
Um.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was aura and an effect,
Yeah.
and the aura was.
Mike's using
Yep,
the.
there it was. So he
Yep, that's
battled
going to
there.
hit.
That's gonna hit unless Jamet's got
Unless
something.
I don't think he does.
I don't think he does either. And yep, so
Yeah.
there,
So
Corin got hit. So we see the flip. Mike playing
yeah, the
this.
wounded warrior would be really nasty here.
Yeah, but that was
And
his
yeah,
draw. So I mean,
yeah,
Mike's still got 7 or 8 cards in hand. Mike's about out of guys. Like I don't see any more gray cards, but I'm not sure Zemet can get enough through to take
he
advantage
doesn't.
of that. There's a
Ooh.
6 and a 6, so they wipe and he's fine.
No, Zem's should be losing a little bit, shouldn't he?
No, because Corin would be power 5.
What? Oh yeah, he's power five plus it's a
It's
spy and
plus
bounty
3
hunters.
against Bounty Hunter, so he'd be 5
Yeah,
theoretically. And Mike picking a few up, getting another ping in. Like Jemet
yeah.
right now is going to drain for 1. Like So Shemet looks like he's got 7 cards down. So Mike is definitely ahead on total card count. So, and we see just peeling one, there went Boss. So that's another gray card. Like, again,
Hmm.
if Shemet can run him out of gray cards, yeah, the objective ping going through both turns there was great.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah,
Shemet can
agreed.
run him out of gray cards, this could get interesting, but I think he might just be a little too late. And there we see the walk lane and the
Oh,
imbalance.
and the
Oh, that
imbalance.
was.
Yeah. And I like how Mike's most like all the cards in Mike's hands are white border.
And there's
Gemmett
the
looks like Gemmett.
handshake.
Yeah,
Yep.
Gemmett's gonna.
Jemet is conceding, which the game
Yeah,
was over. Like that was the right play.
well done by
Um,
Mr. Mike Kessler.
yeah, congratulations to Mike. Like that was a heck of a play.
I mean, like you said, this was a very big chess match game. I mean, the fact that Mike waited and waited and waited to go to space was what I think won him the game.
Yeah, no, I think Mike played that very, very well. I do think Jemet might have made a few. There might have been some things he could have done differently, but
Hmm.
I think it was what was well played. I think we got a little bit of time here before the next game starts. If we want to go on,
A little bit of a break.
to
We'll
take a
go
little break, and I can get you what I've got for deck archetypes if you were working on that.
already done.
Oh, awesome. Good enough. Then I will ignore all those. Well, then, yeah, let's take a 5 minute break and
Yeah, and we'll come back. We got
we'll be back with
lots,
game two.
lots of Star Wars going on today. Lots
Awesome.
of Star Wars. Okay. See you guys in a little bit.